Hey. Hello. Hi, 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 hi. Sorry for the sloppy transition into the intro. But hi. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome to the world. Welcome to my twisted world. And welcome forever. Hi. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Apologies for the sudden cancellation yesterday. Know how it is. It happened. It's cold out here lately. Colder than before. Scarf's weather. My microphone? Sorry I keep fucking harping on about my microphone. My microphone sounds fine. I worry that my positioning might be a little off. It does... Not liking what I'm seeing. Hold on. Am I real? No, I probably still sound like I'm... what the heck? we're gonna mute the microphone. Hi. Hello.
Sonic, we're in danger. The colony will enter the atmosphere in about 4 minutes.
Okay, hopefully I sound better than Knuckles. I do see that my lips aren't flapping. But now my lips should be flapping. Great. Don't know what that was. I found something on my microphone that can unscrew, which I don't think I was aware of before. Unclear if, yeah, Knuckles, I'm troubleshooting audio. You have to give me a break. You're going to have to be patient. Okay. Let me say my hellos now that my audio is normal. Hello, Blob Marley. Hello, Mooware. Hello, Danny. Hello, Ruby. Hello, Mr. Taco. Hello, Frog Type Games. Is that every? That is every. I wanted to address one question. About Sonic 2 Cabaret. That redeem. My most expensive redeem. It never got redeemed. Basically. You know, a year into the stream and it never got redeemed. So, ultimately, I did end up saying, maybe we'll come up with something better, because ultimately all Sonic 2 Cabaret was this. This was actually the first redeem I ever programmed in Sammy, because I was like, this is a stupid idea to derail the stream. It would have just done this. Which is to say, it would have just played the entire Sonic 2 Cabaret video on top of whatever we were doing. Just all of it. It's like a 2.5 minute video. Someone commented on it once and was like, Sonic 2 Cabaret mentioned, and I was like, yeah, I think this is an awesome video. It's just a really, I think I said this at the time, but I don't think I ever grasped the disparity between Sega of Japan and Sega of America's contributions to Sonic 2. Well worth 100k Small Warriors, surely. So, I don't know. Maybe there's a future for Sonic 2 Cabaret somewhere on the stream. Maybe it doesn't have to be so expensive or intrusive. Maybe it could be smaller. Either way, that and the Psychic Redeems, I kind of was like, let's, I don't know. Let's not, maybe we don't have to get rid of them forever, but
make me small again.
While we're in the state of rebuilding all the redeems from the ground up, we could perhaps maybe do something more exciting. And like part of the bit of this was like, this is your fucking reward. Yeah, that's kind of the bit, right? It's so expensive and so intrusive. And so, nothing, right? Hello, Zeno. Hi. Welcome in. Happy Shinobi Wednesday. Oh, man. Yeah. Speaking of stream, the Twitch recap thingy went out, and it was very heartwarming to see. Sometimes numbers are stressful and scary, but it was heartwarming to see myself appear in a few people's top 5s. And I said, wow, people care me, people like me, people hanging out here. Always sweet. So many mysterious options in Sonic 2 Cabaret. Baby. People care and like me. The Sonic 2 Loser Club. Hello, Fire Mountain. I was just showing off a redeem I made that never got redeemed when it was on Sammy. And now it's not present anymore. Now that I've switched everything over to freaking StreamerBot. Hi, everybody. Hi. You were saving so long for Sonic 2 Cabaret? Oh, I'm so sorry to disappoint. I should bring it back. I should put it back in the streamer bot. I think I'm approaching turning my brain off for holidays. I don't think there will be any more additions to the stream this year, but perhaps in January. You're at 42k. Oh, you still got a ways to go. It was 100k. It was a lot. I completely understand why it never got redeemed. I was considering doing some like, AI, not AI, but like putting computer players against each other style salty betting of some kind. To fuck up the small Wario economy a bit.
Sonic, you should be able to harness their real power.
Yeah, Sonic. Come on, Sonic. Come on, won't you harness their real power? Okay. So, we love to laugh, we love to be silly, we love to joke. Ruby also mentioned there are a lot of these Shinobi games, aren't there? I definitely, when I started this, I don't think it occurred to me that it would take me until the end of the year. I think I've been playing Shinobi games for like 3 months straight, which is kind of crazy to think about. And like, it's been fun. It's been an awesome journey. But I'm also, I'm looking forward to January where we will play something else. I say I'm the ninja master. I'm more the ninja jack of all trades. Like, I don't know how many of these games I've beaten. I've beaten Cyber Shinobi. So that's got to be worth something in this world. Yeah, so today we're playing the second to last, the second to most recent Shinobi game. Shinobi. For the 3DS. And I'm gonna warn you right away. I was testing this, and I think it's okay, but... Once again, audio troubleshooting rears its head. I'm going to need you, the audience, to be the judge of how bad this audio is. I would rate this game as playable but choppy. They're still making these. And in fact, if the audio for this Shinobi is like, you know, if it's like tolerable, maybe we'll spend the evening on it. But if it's like, you know, so bad as to be unlistenable, we might just head straight into Art of Vengeance. I did pre-install it. It is installed. It's ready to go. So, I'll need you, my dear sweet chatters, to listen and listen well. And let me know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how rough it is. 1 being you wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't pointed it out, and 10 being like, I have to turn down the stream, I have to mute it. This comes to us from Sega, as expected. And Kryptonite Games. Not a developer I've ever heard of. You can kind of hear it. It's a little crackly. Rip win? There's no, I'm too embarrassed to even try to come up with a joke for that. I'm sorry, everybody. We have to start a new game. I will say, at least in my testing, this game looks quite good. I guess this game, it came out in 2011, which I think was the launch year of the 3DS. But in terms of 3DS games, this is not one you really hear about.
Ninjutsu has no style.
Wow, insulting.
The secret is within you.
I think ninjutsu can be quite stylish. Look at this animation.
Never protract the fight. The first blow is the last.
You know? Not bad. Now look at how this game introduces the tutorial. We get this scene. They stand up. Pass him a scroll. And then... this is the studio that made Azuric. Oh my god. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. In the decade since Azuric, they've improved quite a bit, I think. That said, check this out. They open up with, like 12 straight pages of just tutorial. Catching all of this? And it's worth noting that when you play the game, you do also get tutorialized in there. Like, you do get a little, like, oh, press up and Y to do a grappling hook sort of thingy. So, like, I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, I ain't reading all that. Personally. You read the scrolls of controls, and now we're ready for war. Okay, scrunkled but listenably so. You know how it is when you're listening to something forever and you're like, this sounds awful. This sounds like toilet from a butt. But then you're like, maybe it doesn't sound that bad. Okay, well, if it's tolerable, if all is tolerable, then I think this game might be worth spending a bit of time with. Right. This is not a game that uses the D-pad. We're using the circle. The circle pad that is now present. I don't think this is the first Shinobi game to have a parry, but... You know. Look at this, everything's exploding. I gotta tell you, after no disrespect to the powerful J2ME Java mobile platform, but this feels like... This feels like going from like a cartoon, like a Saturday morning cartoon to like a big budget Hollywood movie. Like, oh shit, this is what it can look like. We got a grappling hook. We've got stealth kills. It does look pretty nice, you know. I haven't bothered trying to emulate like the 3DS's 3D. That's like scary potentially to me. But I imagine that a lot of this is being a launch title is probably meant to take advantage of that stuff. Look very flashy and make you go, wow. We got wall kicks, you know they will work. I ate an entire roast chicken. That guy threw a background element at me. I find the constant, like, I guess that they are trying to like make it seem like a bit more arcadey with the score popping up, but I find it really distracting. Like, it's not terribly helpful information. Also, apparently I'm in danger of losing score. I do, however, appreciate the second screen just being dedicated to our score and ranking and stuff. I fucking almost died, but due to my ninja-style reflexes. We can climb along ropes, just like Comic Zone. Jump towards the wall, then press and hold in the direction of the hand spots. What? Oh, they mean like these little grippies. I see. Yeah, we're climbing. We're clambering a little bit. I ate a drumstick. Yeah. I mean, I haven't played much farther than this. Like, we're officially farther than I ever got in testing. Double jump and use the chain to reach high places. I like how many moves we have. I like how much we have to do. It makes it feel very... oh, we fucking die. It makes it feel very, you know, fluid. And exciting. Which, like, the last portable Shinobi game we played was Revenge of Shinobi for Game Boy Advance, which also feels very bad and fake. This, I should say, feels a lot like significantly better than Revenge of Shinobi. I want to stress. Like, this feels like a pretty fun and competent and well-made game that is worth playing. It's light years more. It almost to include them in the same breath almost feels insulting. And again, like, the 2D animation is more impressive.
No revenge or intent. Only action.
Like, it's a little, you know, it could use more frames, but also it's, like, on the 3DS, so I kind of get it. It still looks pretty nice. Oh, fuck, we even get being on horse mode. How about that, guys? Although it is, just like Shinobi. I mean, I was about to say, like, it feels like, not that Shinobi games aren't action-oriented, but it feels very, like it's flying by the seat of its pants almost. Like, even Shinobi 3 kind of, like this kind of makes Shinobi 3 feel like a leisurely stroll in the park, you know? And I think mostly that just comes down to the presentation being so, like, you know, go, go, go. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. I really don't know how to feel about it. I mostly feel positively about it. But there's, like, a nagging voice in the back of my head that's like, is this a Shinobi game? Of course it's a Shinobi game. It's called Shinobi. And it's certainly more of a Shinobi game than Revenge of Shinobi. You know what it might be? It might be the music of all things. I ran into a tree. Like, the music is kind of like generic ninja action, and not necessarily what I associate with Shinobi. And that's not to say, like, oh, every Shinobi game should just ape Yuzo Koshiro's style and put, like, the one FM synth drum in everything really loudly. Yeah, you know, I think after having played so many Shinobi games, I am no closer to answering the question of what essentially is a Shinobi game. A Shinobi game is a game released with the Shinobi license by Sega. Because really, it's been all over the place. Strider is a smart call. Like, it does. You know, I'm not as familiar with Strider, having only played the Genesis port of Strider a couple of times. Our horse is kind of... I like our horse's big clompers. Our horse is kind of giving Ocarina of Time Epona to me. Everyone knows a real ninja eats chicken, not pizza. Is that a jab at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the year of our Lord 2011? Alright. If you say so. Look at this background. Like, it's actually really fucking good at setting a mood. The, like, sunset in the silhouetted bamboo. I know, like, this was kind of the era where everybody loved to do, like, 2.5D, like, solid black silhouette to, like, be evocative. I don't know. This seems like a pretty good use of it. This seems like a pretty good one of those. Like, it's not all the way... It's not like a Donkey Kong Country Returns situation where it's all the way black and white. But, you get what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Bomb. The bomb appearing in the crate feels very, like, Shadow Dancer. Like, I think that could have happened in a Shinobi, but... Oh, fucking why would that be there? If I were there, I wouldn't have put this here. I see. It is in Shinobi 3. It's in a few Shinobis. I'm pretty sure it's like a pretty common... It is a very common Shinobi thing, isn't it? We do have a dive kick in this game. However, I am failing to make it look any cool because he is kicking me out of my dive kick. Yeah, a Shinobi game has explosives in crates that kill you. There we go. Yeah, we have a dive kick in this game, which is pretty cool. Eee. Oh, I found the ninjutsu button. I was surprised at how different Revenge of Shinobi and Shinobi 3 were. Oh, we've got some platforming challenges. Like, Revenge of Shinobi feels like the definitive, like, arcade style. Shinobi, and then Shinobi 3. Shinobi 3 is, of course, you know, expanding it out further. I'm fucking this up pretty badly. They put platforming in this one. Right, I'm overwhelmed by the sheer multitude of mobility options at my disposal. You'll have to forgive me. Eating a chicken leg. It was a little stinky, but like, also, despite kind of like stumbling my way through it, I didn't get like that owned for it. Oh, this is still stage 1. In my head, I was like, you know? Hey. In my head, I was like, oh, we're on stage 3 now. No! Yeah, it definitely felt like... Yeah, now that you mentioned it, our timer is at like almost 13 minutes. Which is certainly too long for a level. A boss! As is tradition, it's a guy with a big spear. Ah! He seems unkillable. Funny continue screen. Take 30 seconds to think about it. I guess I'll continue from level start. Does that mean that means the very start of the level? Yeah, I see what you mean about the levels being too long. Oh dear. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm gonna take my sweater off. The heater is kicking in. And I warm. Okay, alright. They give you, respect. It's very... Like, there's arcade stuff in here with the score and the continue, and it's like, but why are the levels so long? Oops. Oh. Well, aren't I a fool? Well, I mean, even Shinobi Legions, Shinobi X, I think allowed you to continue from midway through the level. Or maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe I've played too many Shinobi games. Maybe I can't be expected to keep every single Shinobi game straight in my head anymore. Kind of funny to get owned by a person in the background. Another thing about this game. Speak your shit. Is this a game you played contemporaneously? Did you play this? Did anyone play this on their 3DS around launch time? Or perhaps even later, having purchased it secondhand? At least the immediate death checkpoints are pretty generous in general. They loved shit in the background. They didn't call it the 2DS. Yeah, like this, I think we saw like a similar looking Shinobi, like the Shinobi that we see in like the Shinobi that we see in the background of the bottom screen here, this guy, or at least someone similar to him in a similar style, where he's just facing the camera dead on, and he's in this specific style. Shinobi for the J2ME also had this. Or maybe not this exact art, but like a similar guy, a similar style. And that's kind of the art I associate with, like, quote-unquote modern Shinobi. Whenever, as you say, they, like, you know, want to bring back Joe Musashi, even though, as you say, this isn't Joe Musashi. This is the Musashi of the 2010s. This is Obama's Musashi. This is the type of Joe Musashi who is party rocking in the house tonight. He isn't Joe Musashi. This is the problem. There's a whole generation of gamers. Oh, he did not mean Biden. He meant Jiro Musashi. Okay, let's survive. Wait, no, we're not on a horse. No, that is not Joe Musashi. Clip of image of Fire Mountain shouting from the helicopter.
Only action.
Sort of thing. Type of business. The 3DS is an interesting library. I'm excited for emulation to grow a bit more consistent. Obviously, you know, Nintendo can, well, let's just say I can't get in trouble for the thoughts I think about Nintendo. Yeah, that is weird. Like the cutscene is nice, but it also felt completely unrelated to, like, we ran into a dojo and like it's like, oh, we're gonna do like a climactic action sequence in the dojo. No, suddenly we're in horse. Is somewhat disorienting, I suppose. Beats the shit out of Azaric, though. That's for damn certain. I'm curious what else this studio did. Mildly curious. Slam. Also, like, the grace period of you being hidden is, like, very generous, which I appreciate. But it does give me the impression that, like, we broke it. We broke it. Yeah, like, they can, like, you can split it into acts. I don't know. Maybe they were... This is, like, around that era of, like, retro game revival, right? Where it's like, oh, we need to, like, this one's, remember Shinobi, all you arcade heads? Retro gamers are back in a big way with the advent of Xbox Live. And what retro gamers want is really long, artificially difficult levels. That's my somewhat baseless theory on how that would have, you know, come to be. Licensed games for portables, eh? I mean, makes sense. It was certainly, you know, for all the griping that we have, for all the problems, it is like a well-produced, well-polished, good-feeling game. I was thinking of, like, yeah, they got the Shinobi license, but I realized by license you probably mean, like, oh, based on, like, shows or movies or TV shows or... shows or movies or TV shows. Guys, this is the insightful commentary. So these guys in Amaze and Backbone were all subsidiaries of a bigger company at the same time and appeared to have shared staff. I see. Yeah, I think this is an American studio, whereas I think 43 Games or whatever they were British, maybe? Man, maybe that's wrong. I'm a bit of a liar mountain tonight. I'm just spreading misinformation. I'm just saying anything. I played every Shinobi game ever made, except for Art of Vengeance. Backbone made Rivals too! Shit. That's so fucked up. But I guess that they must have had a working relationship with Sega. Hey. I wonder if they did any other funny Sega revivals. Did they have their own custom version of Altered Beast? That is its own kind of fucked up. Wouldn't that be an awesome tale? Did you know that in Shinobi 1 for the arcade, you can unlock a secret girl version of Joe Musashi if you beat the game on 1 credit in under 5 minutes. I wasn't able to accomplish this feat, being as I am undertaking my own Shinobi learning journey. But if you did it, it's too cruel to lie about. It's fucked up. It's evil of me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do understand why you do it, though. It is fun to lie on purpose. It's scary to lie not on purpose. But lying on purpose is funny and even a little silly. And it does make you feel like the worst, like the single most manipulative, evil, twisted psychopath in the world when someone's like, huh? Is that true? I don't know why I wasn't able to strike this man before. Hey, level keep going, eh? The raft. You become the sprite of Morgan of the Devil with her hand on her chest and smiling real big. Yeah. I'm picturing it perfectly and smiling. Or perhaps, you know, depending on the context, perhaps I'm grimacing and going, I don't know if that's true. I don't know what, do I have, oh yeah, I think I mentioned this in the Kid Icarus stream. I am playing of the Devil. I started episode 1. I'm meeting more women. I think Sarah is a cutie. I think the secret of Sarah is that she's cute and nice and funny. I'm a sucker for when there's an android who is helpful. Oops. It's awesome when Sarah. I don't know if I have. Oh, and again? Okay, man. I mean, we can do it again. Is there an Up to the Devil character that I am? Dare I ask? I don't know. I'm having, with the Twitch recap, now I'm drunk on being perceived. And now I need to know how what everybody thinks of me. I need everybody to, hey, huh? I died again. I will also say, I don't know where in the UI we can see our lives. I need everybody to take a personality quiz about me for me on my behalf. It is next to Musashi's head. No, it isn't. That's my health bar. That's not how many lives I have. Or I might have said life meter when I meant how many lives I had. And then those are kunai. Yeah, the thing is that oh, there is a number. What the fuck? There is a number. Ah, it's so small. It blends in really well. It's a number 1. They're making me small again. They're making my ass small again. It's blending in like a ninja. Every part of this game's UI was tailored for true ninjas masters.
Make me small again.
Consider my ass tiny. Oh, don't fucking die. Awesome save. Oh, piss. Really insane save, only to really die badly. I suppose I'm maybe meant to parry that guy when he does this. The little stompy move is really satisfying, to be honest with you. Folks, he's laughing and he's yellow with it. Damn, dude. Damn, dude. Damn. Damn, dude. Like, not even Shinobi Legion's at least, like, waited a couple levels, right? Till it was like, okay, here's, like, a fuck-off long one. That was till level 1. Like, wow, guys. Why don't you relax? This is, I want to stress, this is on normal difficulty. And not like some extra hyper turbo fucko sicko. Lunatic mode. Ultra-violence nightmare mode. Nope. This is suitable for normal gamers. Exactly how you felt. That's what I need. That's what the Shinobi gamer of 2011 needs in strong supply. And like, hey, I like a challenge. I like to kind of crunch my teeth on something, on some retro style challenges. But you're really gonna make me fight the same dude 3 times in the same level without a continued style checkpoint? Oh well. This is what Shinobi gamers had to do in 2011 if they wanted a Shinobi. You're either buying it on your flip phone or you're waiting in line for a Nintendo 3DS. It's like this. Oh, true. In 2013, you can get Shinobi 3 on the 3DS. You can compare and contrast. You can see exactly how far Shinobi has come, all during your morning commute. I have to say, I had in my head that like the 3DS launched in 2013. And I think, like, the 3DS, it was kind of similar to the Wii U, where it was kind of a flop at first, right? You bought your 3DS in preparation for Mega Man Legends 3. Is that something that was real and, like, that was, like, being promised? I always thought Mega Man Legends 3 was just one of those things that, like, you know, people were, like people wished for in the comment section, you know? It was like a Reggie bring over Mother 3 sort of situation. But, like, was not actually a thing that was ever even close to happening. It was real. What the fuck? They could have...
There is no victory No revenge.
They took
or
it all
intent.
from us.
Only
Okay, he does run away in a horse in the cutscene, so really, I'm full of nonsense. That's shocking. Get involved with coming up with boss ideas for Legends 3. Man. Fuck, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the Legends lovers out there. Not what you're called. Not what you should be called. Like, at least Mother 3 came out. Somewhere. Here is... People weren't interested enough. I don't believe that for a second. I think that's just cold, hard... You know... This... They made one forum thread! And it wasn't active enough? What are they talking about? Hold on, cause like... Okay. Allow me to posit the theory... Allow me to posit a potentially... You know, we'll never know, of course. But is there a chance that Mega Man Legend 3 could have turned out completely dog shit? Blatantly that Capcom didn't want the game, but they decided to blame the fans for not caring. I feel like that's not a... I feel like that's not a winning PR strategy. Personally. So sad that gamers would kill Mega Man after all he's done for us. Him and Roll. Yeah, like, you know, it would have probably still been a fine game. It wouldn't have been like a Mighty Number 9 situation, necessarily. It just feels insane to be like, here's one forum thread to help us make this game. And people probably didn't do very, like, there were probably enthusiasts involved, but like, you know, isn't that your job? Aren't you the game developer? Aren't there, like, studios you can contract for that? Mega Man is stuck on the moon. I believe this to be true. Sounds like a likely place for Mega Man to get stuck. Perhaps for the good of humanity, or perhaps related to his mysterious origins as a, like, murder bot or whatever. As a cave story style murder man. I should play Mega Man Legends. I've watched many people play Mega Man Legends. And it seems quite awesome. So the one thing is, you won't get my, like, first time reaction. You won't get me being like, whoa, I can't believe how good this game looks for the first time with fresh eyes. Like, I know how good the game looks. I've seen the game. It looks awesome. A new guy. Yeah, I think given Mega Man's track record with making you play as a new guy, you know, I can understand perhaps the reticence there, you know? I'm improving at this section, at least. It seems like it's good for mental health. I am often thinking about the start of Mega Man Legends 2, where, like, Roll has depression and Mega Man is, like, feeding her breakfast in an apron. I just think that's cute and nice to think about. Not that depression is cute or nice. More that Mega Man in an apron is cute or nice. I think it's so awesome when girls are sad. I think it's so endearing and cute. He's like literally a sweetie. He's like a sweetie nicey. Yeah, those games seem charmful. Alright, round one with Mr. Guy. Okay, we're entering Wrapped Set Zone with a miraculous 4 lives. It only took us 10 minutes to get back here. I mean, you know, I do appreciate that we still have the flowy scarf. Is there a Shinobi game where you would say you give a shit about the story? Nightshade might be the closest I've come to giving a shit about the story, just because that game had, like, somewhat interesting cutscene direction. I died. Akujiki is cool. It's cool that there's a demon sword that hungers for kill, and you have to feed it killing, but I don't think that's, you know... What if it was Akujinki's Velma Kuruishi demon sword? Shit. Cool. What if? Could be awesome. Does anybody mind if I lose all my lives on this one jump? Is anybody gonna be mad at me? Okay. No! The jumper. What if? Everyone's favorite Simpsons character was there, and he was still doing that voice. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. But you know what? What do I know? I'm a shinobi master, not a Simpsons master. I'm a Simpsons apprentice. I'm a Simpsons novice, if that. Yeah. Akujiki is cool. You know, even the good shinobi games, I would generally say I don't give a terribly much of a shit about the story. It was cool in Shadow Dancer when the boss was like a psychic girl who summoned ghosts. I forget which Shadow Dancer that was. I think that was Shadow Dancer Arcade. What if I press the exploding U button? Is that good? Still. Now, what did they mean by this? Up, of course. Only another 40 minutes of level 1 to go. That's not true. You're being Liar Mountain, aren't you? You're being Liar Ruby right now, aren't you? Sorry, you both have purple names in my world, so... Okay, we probably have to double jump and then... Yeah, right? Your purple is not a crime. Hell, my ass is purple. You know I keep myself orple. Take it, don't worry everybody. See? Turn it up. Purple it up. Oh, it's a lovely snowy day. It's a whole new biome. Hey. It's a whole new biome, and it's still level 1. That is so crazy. What on earth could they have been cooking? Like, it just feels like, I don't know, it feels like almost thoughtless? Oh, hi. Image of girl? Madam? Yukiana! Like, that's cool, but it doesn't seem like it does that much damage. There is a Yukiona here. Yukiona spotted. I just think, what if her icy cold breath was actually nice and warm, you know? I will say, she seems less difficult than, like, the spear mini-boss that we fought 3 times. Her nicey cold breath, well, well. Am I supposed to, like, follow up with another attack after that? Or is there a dreadful second phase?
When the unstoppable collide, only one shall survive.
Wow! Badass.
When perception is whole, a speck of dust holds the truth.
So true? Did we kill Wriggle Nightbug and cause a nuclear explosion? Oh, 1,000,000! Oh, 1,000,000! We got 2 left feet. We got fun and game. We got killed. We were killed. We were killed. We parried. We defeated Yukiona. It was so damn long.
The future is unknown. The past is done. There is only now.
Helicopter! You know Shinobi kills helicopters. Title drop? Fuck yeah, dude. Alright. Can't see shit, Captain. Real Nightbug is helping Jiro Musashi. They're best friends. They hang out all the time. 2056 AD, Zed Island. Huh? I thought we were in like 12 something in Japan. Some sort of time travel might have happened. Oh well. More stuff for us to explode in the here and now, eh? Oh, we got taken to the future. I hate when that happens. Okay. With the power of, time travel on our side. We're going to go to Melon Bread, okay? Now that we've won a single level, I think it's time for a little Melon Bread melon break. And then we can experience the pain of being Aku'd. Alright. Stretch. Hydrate. You don't need me to tell you what to do. Melon Bread will tell you all that for me. Meow, 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 meow. Sorry, didn't mean to trick you into thinking that I was some kind of cat. Some kind of cat boy or a cat girl or something like that. No, no. It's simply me, your friendly neighborhood barrier trio, Bean. On top of a car. Oh, I'm driving the car. Am I driving the car? No, I'm not. Yes, please. Zeed Island. I appreciate that our kunai recharge over time, rather than being a limited supply that we have to hope for pickups of. How are we liking this action set piece? I'm finding it a little busy. I do like how much killing we're doing. You know me. I think murder is cool. At least here on Zeed Island. I'm the killer. Ah! You know, I worry. I'm beginning to worry about this game, you guys. I'm beginning to be a little bit concerned about this one. I like that a skull appears sometimes, but not all the time, to signal that a car will be exploded and killing you. Also, this level. Fuck. This level feels louder than the previous level by a wide margin. Maybe just more explosions are happening. God, I was more excited when I thought we were driving the car. This is not a good note to start your level on, I think. I mean, they were proud of the 3D. They were like, wow, look at that depth. I can't believe how full of depth it is. But perhaps the depth is a mere illusion. And like, holy shit, I get it, guys. The cars are exploding, I get it. You don't have another kind of enemy you want to introduce me to? You don't have any variations on this theme you want to start playing? Oh no. Well, at least at least there's a new kind of object that can explode our car. Holy fuck. Okay, we're at least at a checkpoint. A checkpoint does exist. At least. Man, oh man, tuck my ass in and put me to bed. Oh, a fucking tank! Z to Goliath! A Contra game with levels this long. Dreadful. I mean, Super Castlevania 4, the levels do get pretty long. This is your big climax? You know what? We'll get through this and we'll be back to platforming. Right? And it'll be more tolerable. It'll be more enjoyable. I'll feel somewhat freer to express myself as a shinobi. And as a gamer. Okay. Finally. Can I find all of the secret areas? I don't know. Maybe. Hey. Those guys explode into bones. Finish a level without taking damage or using kunai. I mean, at the very least, that is like kind of in the spirit of the original Shinobis. But like, brother, you made your levels too fucking long. Just split them up. Act 2, Act 3. I shouldn't have done that, you guys. If you want to dress like Joe Musashi, you have to use Street Pass. That's a little bit cruel, but I am endeared by the use of Street Pass a bit. I was not much of a Street Pass user. My 3DS experience was pretty limited. Okay, well, you know, relatively speaking, we're still not that far in. We might be going save state mode on this one, though, gamers. Bear with me. We're gonna do a couple things. Gonna do that. That. We're gonna... this. And we're gonna do this. Hey, everybody. And just to confirm... Hello? Okay, it is a little weirdly slow to load those states, but it does load the states. So don't worry, everybody. We're gonna do this one more time, and then ideally never again. This is the power of gaming on the computer. Now, we have single-handedly fixed this game's biggest weakness. With the power of saving our states. And now we can go back to having fun. I've actually fixed this game for the developers. I've done them a tremendous favor. I'll admit that was silly. Any chance we can load that state, dear boy? There we go, jeez. I want to save my lives, knowing that what we have ahead of us is potentially monumental. Pardon me, excuse me. Sorry for the sneezy. I hope a sneeze can be forgiven. Now, why did I do that again? Yawn! Snooze. Imagine if Joe Masashi, instead of keeping his stoic, quiet, driven personality, he was out here saying, boring, snooze 'em up, yawn, yawn.com, and things like this. Do you think that would be really good? Do you think that would help gamers relate to Musashi as a protagonist? If he was constantly being like, wow, another car? Real original, guys.
Get as many rings as you can. Don't forget.
I won't forget, Omo Chow. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, they drive now. It'd be cool if when he went to the future, he was just like screaming constantly, going, ah! Ah! This is so much faster than any horse I've ever been on. Ah! What is that? Ah! I think there's something there. Okay, great. Yay! We escaped. We're back to the part of the game that's pretty good. Just good old action platforming. Oh, but these guys have guns. The music does remain sauceless, unfortunately. But the visuals are still pretty good. The visuals are still pretty nice and striking. And I do like that they explode into a pile of bones. I think that's a pretty good touch. I think that this fountain... if I might make a note, I think that this fountain should slowly turn into a fountain of blood. That's just my original idea that I came up with just now. Just a thought. I mean, you know. Not my game. It seems like it's tough to react to when cars are on the road, is the main thing I'm feeling about this particular section. Also don't really know what the point of those radios is, other than blow them up for points. Ah. Hey now. Can we parry in the air? An airy, if you will? It seems like we can. Oh, we love to do multiple dive kicks in a row. That's just a plainly fine feeling. Now where... Ah. This is the risk of binding it to my controller, you see. This is the problem. I must be more diligent. I must be more mindful. This power is not one to be taken lightly. Oh, there's like a whole upper route that I never took. Anything of note up here? Or... There's some spikes. I see what has happened. My dear viewer, I have bound, rather than binding the save state button to clicking the stick, I have bound it to simply wiggling the stick. And so we find ourselves in this predicament. So... how about this? Yay! That should do it. Because it's not like we ever have to wiggle the right stick. We're only using the left stick. But it does mean that now it requires much more force to accidentally press the button and undo progress. No one said it would be easy to be a shinobi on the 3DS. Oh, you know what I bet I'm supposed to do? Grapple onto these to avoid those. Yeah! It is a little weird that it's just floating radios over the highway. Like, you know, platforms, you know, it's a platformer. I'm not, you know... You gotta abstract out your world eventually in some capacity so that it can fit on a video game. But I just think floating radios look a little bit odd. I see. The game lets you die. The game gives you the freedom to fall down all kinds of platforms, if you want. Blah. Oh, sorry that you're feeling sickly. Feel better soon. Rest well. I will try to complete one more level at least before you wake up. Hey. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Oh, there's something over here. Poor Jiro. Wow! We broke through the window and now we're looking through the windows. How fun. And it's elevators. It's just like a certain shinobi. Well, it was cool while it lasted. The city. Oh, there's a girl. She's got 2 guns and she's kind of cool. Is she friend or foe? He makes her escape. Shinobi 3 was released in 1993, by the way. Awesome loading tip. Nice of them to fire in shifts. I think we'll take that death in the interest of giving myself a bit more health. I will note that we are missing a sprint button in this game. We have one speed for movement. And that's it. We do have this, although that doesn't really seem like it's actually providing cover. Yeah, this game needed more time in the oven. They needed someone to, like, add checkpoints and just chop off, like just trim down some of these sections where there's an idea, but then they just do that idea 100 times in a row, and you're like, okay, I'll go to bed now. 2 Spaces SG, is it better or worse than Shinobi 2 J2ME? I don't know. I genuinely am not sure. Oh, this is actually a classic Shinobi style section. This is a Shinobi 3 moment right here. I think it's better, but not by as much as you would think. Shinobi 2 for J2ME, it's got heart, you know? This has a budget. And I think both of those things go different ways towards accomplishing different goals. Also, welcome in, 2 Spaces. Hello. I hope you're doing well. This game's cardinal sin so far is that the levels are too damn long and with minimal checkpoints. Like, if you lose all your lives, you have to go all the way back to, like, a 20-plus minute level. And they're just so damn long. Say what you will about Shinobi 2, or the J2ME. It certainly doesn't have that problem. Ah, of course. Whoa there, take it easy. Oh, we can jump over the giant towering flame. Guess I should never underestimate the abilities of our heroic shinobi. It has the feel of like a soft reboot, right? Like it feels like they were kind of trying to make like here's a new crop of shinobi for you, and they're gonna have all kinds of wacky adventures. Killed by a steam vent? No! I think this is a fine place to revive from. Oh, that makes sense. They would have had, you know, a different chapter for each element. Each form of the ghost sword. Oh? Boss time? Wow! Trick shot! Wow, it's 2 robots. they're kinda kicking my ass so far. That's fine though. That's okay. They're allowed. Oh gosh, the loudest bullets in the world. What if I press the button? It does a decent chunk. Understood. I gotta get a consistent something or other down. Oh, there was a prompt that I missed. Oh. It's a pretty tight little window to get that. What a rude guy. What a rude guys. I see. It can be done, but it's probably really... maybe I have to be closer? I don't know. Oh, Jiro, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna get out of this one? The foe seems insurmountable. He's coming in. I must have to be standing directly underneath them. Or near them? I don't know how to trigger the thing. I'll figure it out. I'll get there, I'm sure. We're getting there. The bar is getting smaller. The bar is getting smaller, slowly but surely. And again, with save states on our side, anything is possible. I don't understand. What do you want from me? Wah. Oops. Every shinobi makes this classic blunder of bumping directly into their robot. I don't understand. Where? Now, it just goes to show that good graphics and decent controls are not all it takes to get a game that compels me. I truly have no clue what I'm doing wrong with that, but it also like doesn't matter with the Yuka-Oni, the Yukiana. Like I would do it and it would like barely do any damage. So I get the sense I may not even need to worry about it. Perhaps see, perhaps? I don't know if I see. Okay, thank goodness that they shared a health bar and that I didn't have to actually kill them both. $5 million, a B rank. Oh my gosh. Riddle of Steel, double tap. Shinobi 3. Hey. Little bit of drum and bass. Finally some fucking food. Just a taste though. Wah! I feel like the stealth kill stuff is really superfluous. Like, it feels it feels particularly scripted, you know? Am I just being grumpy? Am I just looking to tear this game down? Nah, I think it's fair. I think it's fine to admit when a game is simply mid. Sometimes a lot of talent goes into the old 6 out of 10. Oh, brains in jars. It's just like, wow. Whoa, big brain guy. EOZ loves putting brains in jars. Tale as old as time. Oh, there's a gap in the train. I see. Okay. I'll just leave. Anything up here? It sure doesn't seem like there's a single thing up here. Oh no, there's up here. Oh, we're back on the roof of train. Wow. Now that's a little rude, don't you think? Like, really? Really? Now hold on, because is there like a pipe? Yeah, there's a pipe we can clamber up. I see, I see. Still. Pretty mean. You know... You know, I think I've seen all I need to see. I think I've seen all I need to see about Shinobi 2011 3DS. I don't think we're gonna see anything else that's gonna make us go, oh my gosh, in either direction. I think this is kind of it. We'll get a few more set pieces, like at the horse or the car, and we'll have a lot more perfectly fine combat. And I think that's going to do it for me tonight. Okay, everybody? I think Shinobi 2011 is a game that you could play on your 3DS if you'd like. It's one of the games, you see. There are certainly many more games I would play, both in Shinobi and on the 3DS, over it. But, you know? Who can say? Who can say? It looks like Deer Swell Time G-Pool is playing some Professor Layton. So I think I will send you over there, okay, everybody? Puzzles. Yeah, it really doesn't... Again, like, just a bit more polished. Like checkpoints, the levels aren't so long, and maybe some of the set pieces are a little cut down, and maybe the music is like anything at all other than like the most generic ninja orchestra. Maybe this could start to enter the 7 out of the hallowed grounds of the 7 out of 10, you know? But it really does feel like less than the sum of its parts, and it's a damn shame. There's stuff to like about it. It looks good. The controls are fun enough. But it just kind of feels like a slog. I might take Shinobi Legions over that. Is that shocking? I don't know. Anyway, Friday, our final Shinobi begins. Shinobi Art of Vengeance, released in this year, the year of our Lord, 20 freaking 20. 5. Okay, the raid is starting. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. Thanks for hanging out. Sweet dreams. I love you. Bye.
Okay. Okay. Well...